Hey, what's up, guys? This is T-Bone here. I haven't streamed in Era of Chaos game on YouTube for quite a while now, so hope everybody is doing well. And yeah, so today we're gonna be doing the Battle of the Gods, I call it, or Pantheon. So the groups have been decided, and it's gonna start right at 6 p.m. So I start about 15 minutes earlier, and look at all the messages that's already on there. And so this is the first time I'm actually going to be on in this tournament, so I'm pretty excited. And let's just take a quick look at sort of the breakdown, right? And we'll talk about the groupings, and then I'll also talk about my formation. Now I don't want to do too early, because the thing is, we are actually going to be going head to head with all of the opponents in my bracket. We're all going to be facing each other at least once, and so I don't want to. I don't want to show too much of my cards and my setup too early, but I will be talking about it. I'll talk about my sort of my setup and my thought process, and we'll see if it works out or not. West Wolf, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining me here. And so, Group 1, Hit Machine is in Group 1, and let's see, in Group 2, and you can sort of, I'm not sure if you can also select who you want to vote for here. But we're all in our preparation phase. And right now, a lot of the similar names. And I am in Group 4. So if you take a look at the match overview, like I thought that I was going to be facing just Tears of Devil, but actually there's going to be 3 rounds. So this is going to be a match where I get to play at least 3 rounds this time. This is the group match. I'll be facing off Tears of Devil first, followed by Longfellow. And then I'll be going up against Donkey Punches afterwards. And so there's no view, right? But I can see that Donkey Punches is on Team Merc, and Team Merc, both of them from Team Merc. So these are the top guilds, and also we have Tears of Devil from Matrix. So just taking a look at sort of like the power, take a look at the power level. You can see Longfellow. 1.12 million, and also Donkey Punches is at 1.37 million, and I myself am not yet at 1 million, so I am at a little bit of a power disadvantage compared to my opponents here, but we'll see. And in just about a few minutes, I'm gonna go in and kind of walk you through the formation, because that's something that if you're not participating in, you're not actually gonna get to see this. So Westworld, can you vote for players, or is that not until the next stage? It looks like you won't be able to vote for them until the next stage. It looks like. Oh, what is this? Get buff. Oh, so I can. it's interesting. From here, it tells me to get buffs, and it just takes you to the privilege store. And we can turn on the bullet screen here, so we can also, just wish everybody good luck. So we'll wish everyone good luck. And in just 10 minutes, right? 10 minutes and 41 seconds, it will actually start. So I think at the 7-minute mark, I'll start talking about my setup. And to be honest, I don't think that it even really matters if I show what I have, because my opponents are really strong. These are really strong opponents here, and so we're going to have to make the best of it. But I'm enjoying this. I think that this is really cool. This tournament style. So this is something I learned now that I've played in. Now that I'm in this, you could actually set this up ahead of time. So I could have set this up yesterday. As soon as the top 32 were announced, you could actually start setting up your formation, and as soon as you're done with your formation setting, you can just kind of leave it. And so I guess that allows you to have the matches without actually being online. And so that is the nice thing. I wasn't sure how it would work for people who have to work, for example, how they would be able to actually participate. Once you set up your formation, you can save it, and then it just kind of goes. And so we've got Devil's Stone here in Group 7. So these are, these top seeds. These are all the players to watch out for, obviously. And so with 8 grouping, top 2 goes on, I believe, right? Or is it just the top 8? I think just the top 8. I think the top 8 go on to the quarterfinals, and then after the quarterfinals, the semifinals with 4. Yeah, so it's just going to be the top 8 that will go on. Yeah, so let's go and, you know, we have 9 minutes remaining, so in just a couple minutes, we're going to go and take a look at the formation here. So schedule-wise, today we're going to be playing through the lots, right? So this is a group game. Yeah, quarterfinal is going to be tomorrow, so quarterfinal, that's where it's going to be like the top 8, and then you can use... And if you place in the top 8, you can actually unlock Black Knight, so you can start collecting Black Knight tokens, so that's actually really cool. Being in the top 8 doesn't actually unlock anything new. And then if you can unlock if you can go to top 4, if you make it to the semifinals, then you can also unlock the Green Dragon for additional tokens here. So of course, top 8 is, you know, obviously first goal, and ultimately go to top 4. And no love lost. You've brought pizza. All right. Thank you for sharing. And the Reaper, is it pineapple? What are your favorites? What are your favorite pizza flavors here? I actually quite enjoy Hawaiian myself personally. All right, so let's see, 8 minutes. I guess we can go ahead and get started so that way we don't miss out on the live battles. So let's take a look at my formation. All right, so here are some of the ideas for me. Now, personally, I don't have all of the units available, but this is how this generally looks. So the way it's set up is you can't actually place any units in the bottom row, and you can only place 6 units total instead of 8. All right, so you can only place 6 units, and so that means with 3 different formations, you need a total of 18 units. Now, personally, I don't have all 18 units at orange just yet. So I've got my demon +1. So demon is at orange +1, and my other orange +1 is currently orc. All right. And so this is my formation right here. And, you know, I've got also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 other units are at orange. And then the rest are still slowly working their way toward purple +3. But here are some of my ideas, right? My thinking is I'm gonna try and go in strong in the beginning, in the early phase, and then try to take out my second matchup as well. We'll see, right? Because we get 3 rounds each. So I'm hoping for the first 2 rounds to take a win. But honestly, if I'm going up against Tears of Devil, it's going to be difficult. But here's sort of my thinking for this initial setup. So I've got my 2 defenders up top. This is where the skeleton is going to spawn, all right, from my Cloak of the Undead relic artifact. And typically, I don't imagine there to be too many chargers that try to surprise in the middle. If anything, they're going to try and charge up the middle. But given that it's a 3x3, there's really not a whole lot of space that's going to go through anyway. And so I'm putting sort of like, you know, my stronger units here at the moment. And some of the things I'm trying to think about is whether or not I actually move this around. I'm not sure how much difference it's going to make if I'm going to be facing up against a hero spell that's going to be able to take out the backline anyway. So some of the issues that I have right now is I don't have a lot of magic resist, so I'm actually weak to enemy spells. So that is something that my backline is going to have a hard time with. But honestly, like, I don't have the kind of team that can just kind of load up on the front line with 3 defenders and 3 attackers. So I do have to have more supports. And you can sort of see my third team, I don't even have any attackers. That's the issue right now I have, and that is I just don't have enough attackers, period, on my setup. And the attackers I do have, they're still under level and under power, so it's better to just not use them. And so that's my group 1, and then the hero I'm using for the second one, I'm using Catherine. So I'm pairing up, I'm pairing up Swordsman there. I'm still trying to decide whether or not this would be better, or if it's going to be better this way. I kind of feel that maybe having the Swordsman and the Monk together is going to be better because of the high morale. So I might go there. I think I have some time between rounds to decide. And here, this is with Luna. I don't have this. These are the the 2 4-star heroes I have, and so that's the setup I'm going with right here. I'm still trying to decide whether or not to put the Rock or Green Dragon. Although I think I'll probably switch over to Green Dragon here. And I might actually switch out like this. I might actually switch it out this way. So that this way, this is all, you know, this is going to be all bleeding, right? So we have fire and we have all bleeding heroes that are next to each other. So that's going to be my setup here for now. We'll see how this works out. But again, we are up against Tears of Devil, who is going to be a very formidable opponent, right? And so it is going to be very interesting. So we just have 3 minutes remaining. Let's see, we got people. Let's see who we recognize here. We got Westwolf. We got, you know, we got lots of we've got lots of support here. So thank you so much, everybody. And I think I saw Devilstone say something. I think I saw Devilstone, who's in our group 7, actually mentioned something. So it's nice to get a shout out there. And let's take a look here. So yeah, it's just 3 minutes remaining. Just kind of wanted to see how everybody's doing here. So Westwood, you got your Rasca to 4-star last night. That's actually what I've been hoping for. And David Rothwell, thank you very much for your good well wishes. And 3 minutes. And so let's take a look at the rules once again, right? So the selection is top 32, right? That's a 32. We every 2 weeks we're going to be competing. And to be honest, I was actually surprised I was able to get in. I ended up 16th overall. And so that was that was pretty interesting. I didn't think I was going to make it there. And then we're going to break into quarterfinals, semifinals, finals, and so forth. Yeah, so this is a lot of a long list of rules here, but we're going to play 3 battles. So I'll get guaranteed at least 3 battles. So it's not going to be 1 and out. So that'll be fun. But I'll continue to commentate afterwards, right? So I'll continue to kind of commentate all of the matches as well. And the total length is going to be 5 minutes with 3 minutes preparation time. Okay, and then preparation time ends. We can only just for the next battle. Cool. And then also we adopt an accumulated point system. So we get 3 points for a win, 1 point for a draw, and 0 points for failure. And so if you accumulate the highest point, then you will move on to the next stage. So obviously if you win twice, then but then in this situation, all you need to do is 1 win. And then if you win once, I guess 2 wins guarantees, right? And then 1 win in a draw, I think also guarantees. Not guarantee. Will be a tie, I guess. Two wins definitely is going to be the guarantee. Anyways, so 1 minute and 22 minutes, 1 minute and 22 seconds remaining. I'm looking forward to it starting. So it's about to start, and then once it starts, then I guess we will talk more about the preparation phase. And of course, being in a live stream, I understand that there is obviously the risk of other people watching it, but it's okay. I think it's just for fun anyway. And Felicia, it's Drofton. Thank you very much. It is going to be fun to play as well as to watch. So let's see if we were to come back out, do we see all the bullets come out again? The bullet screen, it stopped showing. Final has not ended. Championship has not begun. And 30 seconds remaining until we get started. I was actually looking forward to this all day, and I was kind of worried that I may not be able to get home in time because it's 6 p.m. here over in the Pacific Coast time, and you know, getting off work, trying to get home on time with the traffic and stuff, so I had to leave a little bit early, but made it on time, and excited about this. All right, 15-second countdown. We'll get started. Good luck to Tears of Devil, Donkey Punches, and Longfellow. It's fun to be in the same match with you. I've never faced up against these opponents before, so this is going to be very interesting. There's going to be a lot to learn. All right, and we've begun. So now what I do? I don't have the formation. So where can I watch? Why can I not watch this? The match is done. What's going on? I can't watch this. I already lost the first round, but I can't actually watch the rounds. If somebody is actually watching this, can you tell me like how you can actually watch the battle? I can't even watch the battle right now. I can't actually watch the battle. So I don't know what's going on. I thought it would show it live. I'm a little disappointed that they're not going to show it. I'm a little disappointed they're not showing it live for me. All right, so I guess they're going to show how the matches go. Okay, so they will only play. I guess they'll only show the replay. So I guess let's go and check out the first replay then. So I'm up against a 4-star Solmir, and so my opponent also went with Solmir first. And I guess the question is how fast I actually get dominated at this point, right? And so the Chain Lightning at 4 stars for Solmir actually deals a ton of damage there. And I'm up against the Behemoth, Angel, and an Ogre, kind of got taken out early. No chance against the Azure Dragon, and that was the very first round. All right, so that didn't work out well. So that was the first. Thank you, everybody. Look at all the names here: T-Bone, T-Bone, T-Bone. And so that was the first round. I guess we're probably going to be battling the second round. I guess they don't do live views. I was kind of hoping to do live views so we can actually see what's going on. But so far, Donkey Punches and Tears of Devil are leading the way with wins each. And let's see our second round. The problem here is with the Father of the Dragon artifact that Azure Dragon is always going to come out, and with the Solmir buff, the dragon will basically come out as soon as the match starts. And in other battles, it's going to come out at the 20-second mark. And honestly, the question is whether or not I'm even going to have my whether or not I'm even going to be able to last 20 seconds. So no surprise there, we do lose our second match, but I'm curious how this worked out. So this is Catherine against Rasca. So I'm over on the left side here, and my opponent actually left the front empty, but with the back, with the imp in the back here. All right, so we lose our Dendroid Guard early, and I don't think I even successfully take out any of their units. All right, so the dragon has come out, so I did last until the dragon coming out, but I couldn't take out any of their units, right? The power level difference is just a little bit too much. So that's no surprise there. And what I do kind of want to see though is I kind of want to use this opportunity to sort of see like what units they start with, right? So Donkey Punches actually uses Solmir second, and so does Longfellow. And so with Longfellow and Donkey Punches both putting Solmir second, and Donkey Punches has Catherine first. So now I'm kind of thinking like, how do I prep for the next battle, right? So the next round, this is going to be a loss for sure. I didn't have any, I wasn't, you know, at all surprised by that, but we'll see. I kind of wanted to be prepared for Longfellow and Donkey Punches as well. It is, well, they're not just high, they're also higher level period. Like all of their units are a lot stronger, and the power level difference is really really strong. And here's our third match. I'm using Luna in this case, and unfortunately not all of my units are super leveled up here. And so this match right here, the matchup is just gonna be weak, because like my Green Dragon and my Hellhound, they're not leveled up enough. Oh dear. Just completely overwhelmed. There's also a my opponent doubled my power level there, so no surprise. Good match, Tears of Devil. So you do get your 3 wins there, and then let's take a look and see our. I guess I lost the second round too, because it's already yeah. So it looks like I lost all 3 rounds. Aw. I guess I lost against Donkey Punches as well as Longfellow. I guess I don't get to... The score's already available, but I can't... I thought what I get to do is I get to set up the positions between levels. But I see the scores already. Okay, so now the second round is going to be... Oh, each of these gives you 3 points. Okay. So now we're going to be going up against Longfellow next. And I wonder if I get any time to prepare. No, the game is in progress now, so I don't actually get to change the formation anymore. I guess that makes sense, because from the first round, you get to sort of see like the first... you can kind of see the order of heroes that the opponents come up with. And so that would actually make it difficult to... too much of an advantage, I guess, to switch out. Can I actually watch, though? I wanted to watch live. Do I have a better shot against Longfellow or against Donkey Punches? I think I have a better shot against Longfellow than I do against... Hey, I won the round! Hey, let's take a look here. I won a round, so let's see how this worked out. So my thought process was to start strong and to put my two strongest teams in number 1 and number 2, right? In round 1 and 2, and so looks like we were able to win round 1, so that's good. I'm curious if we're gonna be able to win the second and the third round though. All right, so let's see. So our backline is actually, you know, protected because Crag doesn't really have a skill that's strong enough to take out the backline. So we're able to get a lot of good support here, and we're not up against a dragon, Azure Dragon here. So we're able to actually do pretty well this round. So yeah, we get some scores on the board. So that's good. I'm happy about that. The question is going to be how the second round is going to look like. So Donkey Punches does also lose to Tier Devil on the first match. Yay, we get 1 down. So at least it's not a 0 score. And so, but if Tears the Devil continues to win, then it's going to be obvious that he's going to then move on if no one else here can beat, right? So 2 wins and it's going to be a guarantee because all of us will have a loss by then. And so let's see if we can watch the second round. And let's see your second round. I didn't actually pay attention to whether we won or lost, but let's take a look here. So my units are slightly stronger if I just kind of take a look at the overall power level, but it's going to be based on the formation and how things work. So let's see how we do. We're actually losing here because we're also up against Solmir, and he could take down both my Bone Dragon as well as my Dendroid Guard, and so my Bone Dragon almost goes down, and it's actually kind of close, but if my vampire can take out the ice elemental and then work on the front line here, then we could actually win our second round. Can we actually win here? We just have monk and vampires. Come on, let's go, guys. So we actually win a second round too. All right. So we actually won 2 rounds. I didn't actually notice here. So that's good. So we got 2 rounds here against Longfellow. And so this is kind of like where you can say like power isn't everything, but my third round is going to be weak. My third round will be pretty weak because of my units. And so let's see if we are going to get our third round. Replay just yet. It's nice to just be able to win a round at least, so I'm pretty happy about that. And battle 3 looks like we win battle 3 as well. So let's see, this is going to be Luna versus Luna, and I'm curious how this worked out. So like I remember I switched my positioning a little bit so that all of my infernal units are on the bottom, and actually my opponent did the same thing, and all of my bleeding units are at the top. And so we actually were down, right? So it doesn't look like I win. It looks like we lose. I thought that based on what I saw, I thought I saw a blue dot. I thought we won that one, but it turned out we actually lost that. So never mind. Because I saw here it was blue and oh, that's just the color. So actually, the win is on this side. So battle 3 goes to Longfellow, and so we take a 2-1 loss. So for a total of 6 points. And here is the current standing. I kind of knew like my third team was basically the weakest of them all. I kind of basically went with the strategy of I'll kind of give up the last round. The last round could sometimes be where our opponents want to win, and so they will usually put their strongest teams third. And so by going first and second gives me a slightly better chance of winning. So that's the first 2 rounds, and we're gonna be starting round 3 in just a minute. Curious how others are doing here. So Tenchi, 18. So far all of the first seed teams have gone 18. Oh, so here's one that actually took a loss. Nightbreak took a loss here and is currently tied with Hamzarek. But both of them are from Team Matrix, and so kind of expected. So let's see. Turn out here, Matrix. All or Nothing from Percival from All or Nothing. He was actually my first vote last time. And then got Tears of the Devil here, Tenchi from Matrix, Devil Stone from Matrix, and then Michelle Bland. Similar names from the last event. And I think this should be... okay, so the round 3 games are now happening. Now the thing is, we're up against Donkey Punches, and Donkey Punches actually defeated Longfellow 3-0. And so I'm not sure I like my chances, but it looks like we actually won a round. We actually won our first round against Donkey Punches. So let's take a look at the scores. Let's take a look at the replay. So there's actually a distinct power level difference there between the two, but I'm using Solmir, which actually is just a really strong hero. Although the only big unit I see here is the Firebird, so that's where... Oh no, I didn't see Firebird, never mind. So there's no big units here, so my Chain Lightning actually won't do as much damage. And so I'm curious where I had the advantage and where I was able to actually win here. Right. And so the Ogre and the Angel here, I think it's going to be the Ogre and Angel. This is the reason why we were able to win, because we were able to survive and take out the bottom lane here. And now it's just the Pikeman up top. Or the Swordsman? No, it's going to be Demon versus Demon here. Not Demon, that's the Swordsman. So we were able to take out the Swordsman there, and then we take out the Wood Elf in the back, and then we're just up against the Monk. So this was the first match that we were able to win against Donkey Punches. So pretty exciting stuff there. Look at all this. This is awesome. Thanks, guys. So that was first battle. I guess the correct terminology is these are the battles. We have 3 rounds of 3 battles each. Okay. And scoring wise, we're at tied for second place at 9. I'll take that. I think that's good. So we're battling right now for our second round, and let's see whether it's a win or lose. So my second team is sort of my middle team. And if we can win there, then we can at least get to 12 points, which I think is a good score overall. For my first tournament, I'm pretty happy with that outcome. And it looks like my opponent Donkey Punches does win the second battle, so I'm not likely to win the third battle. But let's see how this went out. So we're up against now we're up against Solmir. And this is where the matchup is going to be bad for me, because I do have both Dendroid Guard and also Bone Dragon. And you can just see how much health they lose immediately right off the bat, right? So Bone Dragon goes down very quickly, and then Dendroid Guard falls immediately following that. And I don't think we even take out their spawn skeleton. I don't think we even took out the skeletons that they spawned, right? So congratulations to Donkey Punches there. So now it's a now it's gonna come down to the last, and if we win the third battle, then we will be tied for second place. But let's see how this goes. So here's the results from round 1. Right, Donkey Punches actually won all 3 rounds against Longfellow, and then round 2 here I went 2-1, and then third round still battling. Although this might be fast because my units are weak for my third battle. So I'm curious what the result's gonna be like. Here you go. Still battling, but I didn't see a. I didn't see who won. I didn't see the trophy. So let's see. And you know, I just, you know, the thing is, like, the Cloak of the Undead artifact is really good, really useful. I really like it. Okay, so based on like the health so far, it doesn't look like we're gonna be able to win. We have to deal with Naga. We've got to deal with the Behemoth, and so I think I know what the outcome is gonna be here, even without seeing the trophy count. So unfortunately, we fall on the third battle, but if you take a look here, this is where my opponent had the strongest team, looks like, right? 4 orange +1 units, and my units are still purple +3 and +2. So that is going to be the final result. At the end, I do come in third in my bracket, in my group, with 9 points, and congratulations to Tears of Devil for moving on with 27 points, basically undefeated, and thanks to Donkey Punches and Longfellow for a good fight. And so that is basically this is going to be your top eight, right? All of these guys here, they're going to be your top 8. We got Hit Machine, Nightbreak, Johnny Raz, Percival, Tears of Devil, Tenchi, Devilstone, and Michelle Bland. So that's going to be the top 8 for tomorrow, and I'll be sure to cover that as well tomorrow afterwards. So congratulations everybody for a good battle, and here's your bracket. And now I guess tomorrow is when you can actually start voting for who you want to support. And what's my support record? You can always you can support players before matches start from the quarter. So I guess only starting tomorrow you can actually support. Anybody want to take a guess as to who might actually take on the championship again? So that's going to be it for this stream. I wanted to cover just the Pantheon. Excuse me. And so that was a fun first event. The next time, the goal is to get all my units leveled up enough so that we can actually get past the round of 32. And we're gonna go for again. So we gotta level up some units, and we gotta think about our hero selection as well. So that's all for me for today, guys. Thank you very much for joining. It's been a blast. It's been awesome. And for those of you who play Legendary, I'll see you later tonight. Otherwise, I'm gonna sign off. Thank you, guys. Take care. See you next time.